I'm Matt Buell from M Buell Studio, and also on behalf of the Woodworking Network. This is your Young Wood Pro monthly suggestions from yours truly. So, I've been running a business, a woodworking studio for over 12 years, and you know, like any other business, there's going to be stuff that comes up that's unexpected, good and bad. And I've never met a single soul in any profession that has all the answers or that can fix all their problems by themselves. Nope. And I'm a prideful fellow, so this is a hard topic for me. But the truth is, sometimes we all have to ask for some help or find some. I want to talk to you about that. That's our topic. How to ask for help and why. So I break it down to three major areas of running a wood shop. The first one is the obvious that first comes to mind for everybody. Physical help. You know, I am typically working alone. Sometimes I'll have an apprentice around, sometimes I won't. Right now I don't, and I'm feeling the effects. I'm running behind. I need some help. The physical thing is a deal. Like, you do need physical help at times, even if you're a one-man shop. You know, you're young wood pros, so it's not like most of you are going to have some huge expendable, vat of cash available to hire a bunch of people. But I've found there are some work pieces that are just too big to handle by yourself, to run through machines or to move or to flip or to deal with. You got to get some help. There's also situations where, for me, I'll be working on multiple jobs with all tight deadlines that are similar, and I only have two hands. I cannot get to everything in a timely fashion, no matter how bad I try. I'm dealing with a lot of that right now. Got to find some help. And the other physical stuff I would touch on a little more when we get to the next topic. But for me, there's other solutions here. So obviously there's hire some help, right? Even part-time. One thing I've done in the past, and I continue to do when I can, is I always have one apprentice. So that way they're coming out at least 1 or 2 days a week. They can kind of kick in and do a little help with me. I call them and say, hey, on this day this week, when you're going to be here, I'm going to need some help moving this around. Or I can kind of tailor my process around when I'm going to have the help to lift a piece and get it moved or whatever. So another way is just being a part of a community. So I urge you to get out and about amongst your town where you live and just meet people. People that might have common interests, might want to become apprentices at some point. Invite them out. Let them hang out while you work. If they want to learn some stuff, show them some stuff. Got to ask for help. So another part of this I want to talk about is subcontracting. Yes, you're allowed to subcontract. Now that applies to a lot bigger array of things than just physical labor. I subcontract delivery. As of recent, I'm not lifting and delivering furniture anymore. It takes me out of the shop. So I now subcontract all my delivery. Shipping, people dealing with that, packaging, crating, you can subcontract that. You can subcontract your bookwork to an accountant. There's a lot of ways you can go about subcontracting. One of the ways I used the most in my earlier years was finish work. Not that I didn't have the desire to do it or to learn that craft, and I am of the opinion it is a craft or a trade all its own. I didn't have the standalone finish room and the capabilities. So there were several pieces that I actually subcontracted out to have them finished out properly the way they deserved, and also to the expectations of quality that the client expected. After I got about 10 years in, I built this big pretty place. I fixed that problem. I built the big standalone finish room. I don't have to subcontract that anymore. But these are good examples of where you can farm out some stuff. If you're in your process and you're a young wood pro and you're learning, you're gonna come across some tasks, even in woodworking, that might be new. And sometimes it's hard to argue you should be exploring on your client's dime or practicing. So you can farm it out until you get to a place where you're more competent with mastery. That's okay. Someone else can always use work, I'm sure. So I encourage you, look into subcontracting any aspect of where you think maybe you have some weak spots. It buys you some time to improve, or because you just don't want to mess with it. Some guys, they farm out all their templates and all their template routing to CNC machines. Or you could be crazy like me and just go buy a 5 horsepower shaper. Because, that's not what I do. But I understand that some shops, that's really good subcontracting for them. So you got to be open-minded here. The last part I want to talk to you about asking for help. And I've talked about this in a lot of the articles I've written in previous videos as well. there's so much more to running this business than just woodworking. If it was just the woodworking, oh, that'd be nice. But it is not. And we've talked about marketing and clients and all this stuff in previous videos. That's important. It doesn't mean you have to do it. You can subcontract that out. And I have found, for me, a friend of mine always says, shoemaker, stick to thy last. In other words, find that one thing you want to be great at and go be great at that. Don't be good at a bunch of stuff. And so I really take that to heart. I try and always find ways to stay in here and be great at what I'm great at or aspiring to be. So when it comes to marketing and stuff, farm it out. For me, it's too distracting. I need my hands to work. If I'm sitting here playing around with social media all day long, I'm really a professional video maker. I'm not a professional woodworker. So I need my hands. So I farm that out. Matter of fact, I just got married. My wife is going to take over all my social media accounts. I could not be more excited. The marketing's probably going to be a lot better because someone else's hands are on it and I won't be ignoring it because I'm busy. What I'm trying to tell you is it's okay to ask for some help. It doesn't make you weak. It means you're smart. It means you're learning. It means you're willing to adapt. It means you're humble. You'll be better for it, and your business absolutely be better for it. So, until next time, next month. Talk to you soon.